Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of On the Back Hash. My name is Sid. Joining with me, as always, is Zach, Will, and Chris. How's everybody doing?
Cool.
Okay,
well.
Zach's nervous, right?
I'm
just gonna be able to make it, man.
I'm not gonna make it.
Jeez. So, if you don't know, as of this recording,
We are
USA
highly anticipating
the game between the USA soccer team and Belgium.
Been up and down for a week now.
Yeah.
With a lot of emotions.
Lots of emotions, lots of feelings, lots of excitement. Zach? I mean, professional analysis, any?
Elma hopes all teams have fun. No, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. Part of me says play the man that just got his eligibility reinstated. But then also part of me is like, maybe don't in the first half and go with the other plan to maybe reverse psychology Belgium, because now they're going to be maybe changing their plan to make up for Balogun being back, but then they're not going to be planning for the plan B, which was to not have him, but now we have him, and yeah.
But they overturned it though.
Strategery.
Yeah.
That's been one of the craziest 3 days.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. That was a great thing to wake up from a nap to. I was out and I looked at my phone when I rolled over and I was like, I think you had texted me. It was in our group chat. It was like, it's happening. I was like, what? So I had 4 other people texting me. So I immediately go and read the article. And I was like, oh boy.
So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, when you watch this, we have a dub.
That's right.
Playing again, that'd be great.
Moving on to the quarterfinals.
That's the funny thing about it, because
is that the first time?
No.
Maybe the second time, but it'd be the most games we won in the knockout stage.
Yes, because of the expanded tournament this season. This time, if we do make it, we'll be the only host nation left.
Yes, because Morocco put it on.
Oh,
Canada!
Stop it! He's already dead. And then that game last night, woo, Mexico and England. So. Crazy.
Norway, Brazil was a great match too.
Oh yeah.
My heart is with Norway. We have friends that live there. I have a son that I haven't got to message him yet, but I want to be like, did you watch? Because it was 2 a.m. when that match was on for them.
He's probably here.
He's not here now.
So yeah, go soccer, go football.
I just hope that our next recording is not Zach crying, because
I'll be absent.
Yeah,
I would not be here.
Zach will
not be in attendance. I'll be
Zach
in the morning.
will be 7 days in the morning.
It'll just be like me with a black veil over my face, just sitting here the whole time.
It might just be me and you, because I know Chris is gonna be out.
Oh,
right.
He's gonna come video live.
It'll just be dark.
I'll be in Disney World.
One light on you.
He'll be riding the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yep. Crying.
For the 15th time. Again. No.
We go again.
All right. Well, we had a big weekend of drum corps.
We did. More corps performed.
More corps. We got to see more corps. We got to see scores, and we got to see some folks go head to head super early.
We also saw a group coming back. 2 groups coming back.
Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit before we kind of get into that. I'm like, there's been a lot of stuff.
Has been a lot.
It's been a lot. My brain's on overload. But anyway, so first announcement. Well, I don't know which was first. What's the first one we're going to talk about?
I'm just now with y'all. I was like, I was like, who came back from last season? But you're talking. Oh, you're talking about it's okay.
Yes.
Come on, getting ready to come back.
My apologies.
So the Santa Clara Vanguard Cadets, that's a mouthful. SEC is coming back. They have plans to be competitive again in 2027, which is awesome to hear. A lot of groups from Vanguard, which has been weird because Vanguard they didn't have SEVC for a year, and then they didn't come out for a year, and then they came back. So like I feel like they're getting their financial plan more stable.
That's what I was saying.
Which is smart.
I wonder they took that time to get logistical things right.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they're just going to stick to just like a California tour, or like how big of a tour they're going to do out the gate with them.
Because there are in the BOA world and in the WGI world, there are some groups that don't go to like the big world championship every year, and if you do your regionals right, you can make them feel like, if it is for your group, an end of a year thing. So it's, I think for them, it may be we might not be out every year, but maybe an every other year thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't hate. You want to see them every year, but you rather them have the opportunity than not have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Or just put them out there and then halfway down,
now you cease operations altogether.
Yeah. So you don't ever want to put kids in that situation, because that's a mess, man. Like you get to Texas and you're from California or even like the Midwest or somewhere, and you're like, all right, well, we're done. We got to figure out how we're gonna get home.
Yeah. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah. So I think the foresight is smart on these groups that are planning and doing stuff like that. So happy to see Vanguard coming back. Another group that has announced their return to DCI in 2027 is the Mandarins.
Yeah.
I was happy to see that. That was announced, I believe, at
their show?
Was it okay?
The Capitol.
Was it last night or
no? It was like Friday, July 3rd, wasn't it? The Capitol Classic, whatever they call it.
Okay. I couldn't tell if that was there or at the Blue Devils Family Night, which I don't know why they would have done it there, but.
I also saw where I also saw where they let was it Blue Knights borrow their bus? Where did I see that at? They let Manners let them borrow something because theirs broke down or something like that.
They're using their semi.
That's what. Okay.
It may be Academy.
Is it Academy? I couldn't remember who it was.
Is using Mandarin's, or I don't know. Somebody's using Mandarin's truck, the trailer. So if you go to a show and you see the Mandarin's trailer there, it's not really them, but it will be next year.
It will be next year. So that's good to see. That's good.
Maybe it's. Why do I think it might be Spartans?
No, it was.
No, Spartans are like in the Northeast. I don't know. Somebody's using the truck. Kudos to Mandarins.
No, it wasn't that. It was.
Oh Lord.
Their facilities were messed up. Their facilities. They let them spend the night at their alumni thing, the little hall they have. That's what it was.
Oh.
I think.
I didn't see the story, so
something like that.
So a couple of groups to turn in, and which is always good to hear. So kudos to those guys. I don't feel like we've talked about this. DCI has officially hired the
CEO.
New CEO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the guy from Blue Stars.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about them a little bit later because, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, got somebody that's in the biz, kind of running the biz now, and I think there's benefits to that. I wasn't completely opposed to having somebody outside of DCI
I ain't either.
To kind of, you know, these big organizations and businesses and corporations have boards for a reason, and the more ideas that you can get, the better. As long as everybody's like thinking and listening and adjusting, you want those thoughts. So I think having an outside perspective probably didn't hurt. And I'm sure they gathered some information that could be valuable for us in the future. But I think ultimately, like, DCI is a very niche activity. And a lot of people that run stuff within the organization have been in an organization and kind of see how things operate.
I don't know if I talked about this before, but it's the George Washington, John Adams effect. If any history people here, you got someone that has been beloved for so long in a position, it's hard to be the person after them. So like, I don't know any of the inside of what happened with the former CEO and why he decided to step down, or if it was agreement, mutual thing, like what all happened. But it's hard to replace someone that everyone loved. It's always easy to go after the guy that everyone did not like. So, so I think that's kind of how I look at it. Is it's always hard to follow someone's shoes that did so much, and it's easy to follow someone's shoes that a lot of people have some disagreements with.
For sure. So we'll see how all of that turns out. I mean, the season seems to be going well so far. We don't really get a whole lot of the behind the scenes, but in DCI, until the the summit happens at when they vote on proposals and things of that nature. So it'll be good to see how that stuff goes. So I think that's pretty much. I think we've got some of the newsy type of stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, some more premieres. We can kind of talk about those and keep me kind of posted on that because I don't want to miss them because there's a lot. And maybe they were a debut for me because I didn't get to see them the first time they went out, but for somebody else it wasn't. So I'm going to go from the list from the two big shows that was yesterday as of this recording. So we'll start at River City Rhapsody and the Madison Scouts. Now, admittedly, I did not get to see this. I was too busy putting notes on a piece of paper and missed it. But I did see a couple of clips. And the opening with Malaguena about through my house. Instant goosebumps when I heard it. And then they even used some of the drill from that 96 show. 96 Madison Scouts, Jump Within, Dream Part Dose is what got me in the Jump Board. It's the whole reason why I love the marching band activity is that show. So for them to throw back, I was sold already. Then I think I saw a clip, probably towards the end of the show, Instant Goosebumps again. So I didn't see it much, but I'm excited to see it in person. Any of you guys?
That's the one I did not catch. Was that one?
Will, I'll let you go first.
Dude, it's great. It's now in my. If I'm putting together some type of top 3 or 5 favorite Madison Scout shows, it's immediately made it. The part I think, if I ain't mistaken, the part you're talking about is actually closer to the end,
where they do the recording,
where they do the spiral out of the from 96. Yeah, it's the end.
So they have how some people are pre-recording like them being announced to take the field. Where they have that in two spots. They have the first one, and then they do it again.
They do it again in the end.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
which is
dude,
more
it's
the
dope.
throwback that you're talking about. It's cool.
okay.
It's really dope. Now I'm gonna spoiler alert, just a hair, but I think because of some of the stuff that they did with this show this year is I think is the reason why they took third in GE at this show. Now they still didn't place very well, but that's kind of amazing to me in a sense that it got that way, and you can actually see it, man. It's like hell, I didn't do this much when I was in it, and I think they're moving and playing a lot more, and I think they've upped the difficulty for them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the achievement is going to be the deciding factor of the season, right?
Yes.
But the fact that they have that difficulty to have something to, fight towards is to me a game changer for them in just specifically. I don't know where they're going to land at this year because, just because you have it don't mean you'll be able to achieve it. And that's why I stress the achievement. But this, as an overall, man, I sat there and looked and watched this, and I was just like, dude, this is good. This is really good for them, and they were close to Colts.
Yes, they were within. They were within shouting distance of Colts, and I mean, a little bit further away than Troopers, a little over point. But if you're looking at, and this kind of gets ahead of the conversation a little bit, but if you're looking at Scouts and Colts, I think Scouts have a higher ceiling than Colts do, just on a first read.
And it's wide open, dog. And I again, it's so early to say anything about anybody.
You also got to throw.
Oh my God, it's so early. Too. Yeah, because and if Blue Knights is scoring what they're scoring, whatever, and as close as they were to Troopers, it's like it's to me, it's hard. It's a little bit easier to make up like a point and a half than it is 2 to 3 points. Mm. You know what I'm saying? In a seasonal stretch, it's like you can get those little nuances and then stick your foot in it, whatever. But they put their name in a hat to be in the final. Let's say that.
Yes, they're definitely in the conversation.
I say I'll give them that much. They put their name in a hat, and you don't have to respect them now. That's why I'm really excited to see what Spirit, what else Blue Knights can do. Still waiting on Crossman Music City. Yeah. Still waiting on Crossman Music City. So but it's good, man. Oh my gosh, this is one of those. It's like, yeah, you need to get in there and watch this.
Yeah.
And I know we all do. We all kind of are the same in a sense. When you first see a show, you'll watch the high cam. Said you'll love the high cam, dog. They got this drill move, dog. I'm trying my hardest not to spoil it for you, bro. When you see this joint, son, I'm telling you, dog. I was like, bro, am I looking at cavies? Because I thought I was when I seen that drill move. I have never seen Scouts pull a drill move like that. All I'm gonna say. It's a transitional, and it goes from this to this line in the middle of the field. I'm telling you, dog. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. I think
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Because
it's like a ripple.
Yeah,
and it goes through the line.
Okay.
I said, Scouts, don't do that because that's not what we do. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's why I'm like, I see why G got there. Mm-hmm. And, I made a little comment, I think in our little chat, it's like, are they being Blue Coast? Because, they got the tarps everywhere. I was like, okay, Scouts, I see but they framed the show. So it forces your eye. This is why I like them. And I was cool what BD did last year. Because sometimes when you frame something, you minimize the, like we call it in indoor, split focus. You know what I'm saying? So I dig it, man. I'm proud of them for that. However the season is I'm gonna be cool with it because that's a fun show.
Yeah, 72.
That's a fun show.
72 this early out
the gate. Yeah,
that's pretty strong. And like you said, GE, effect is usually derived from achievement, or and you can derive content from it too. So if GE's getting it, that means hopefully with a little bit of cleanliness, some of your analysis and performance
Yeah.
judges will get it too. So my guess would be that it's just raw from that standpoint. Because there's a lot of groups that kind of are coming out with a nice little polished sound.
Yeah.
So, but I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, because I was surprised because I've been an advocate to tell them it's like one of their sources that hurts them a lot is the color guard, and they took fifth in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, these are major jumps. Now I am a little hurt about the music caption because that's where I come from when I was there, but.
Do you think it's because of what they're playing?
Maybe. And I think also what they're doing.
I don't know how it was for you on your feed, and granted, this is also coming from a feed, but on high cam, they got to get some balance stuff figured out. I think their electronics were pretty hot last night, so that could probably, if it was the same in the stadium live, that could have hurt them in some ways. Like, look at the recap. The GE judges were kind of split on them. One of them really liked him, and one of them didn't. So
yeah, exactly.
That could have been a part of that. So yeah, it's like I said, I think comparative to some of the other groups that they're in the same little pocket in, they've got a high ceiling. They've got more room to grow.
Yeah, the highest takeaway I took from this was y'all came out and you were comparable.
Yes,
that's major.
Yes,
and that matters. So
then now they're not having to like play catch up all year long,
right? And it's a good show. Yeah. I'm not making no claims about them. They're gonna cause no damage and blah. And I already know what my prediction was and all that jazz. But underneath all of that, I'm like, dude, this is fun. I like this. This is a good show for them, and they're going in the right directions.
It kind of reminds me of the last time they made finals with that. Was it Mosaic or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember anything about the music of the show, but it just kind of has the same when you hear it, you're like, this is good. Like, this is what we want to see from them. That kind of vibe. Like, they weren't trying to do too much with the props or tell a story or anything like that. It was just like,
and you get it.
Here's how it is.
You get it. Yeah. You get the concept and everything. And they're finally, what I like to see is keeping up with the times. Yeah, we went back in time with the 96 part and the stuff that the clip you saw said, but you're looking at all the other stuff and you're just like, this is what people are doing now. We're finally doing that because that's what I've harped for so many years. It's like, bro, you have to evolve or get left behind.
Yeah.
So proud of them and excited to see what can come from this because I agree with Zach. They do have a high ceiling. They got a lot of room that they can do with this.
Cool. So Colts were at that show. I don't know if we talked about them last week. We didn't. Okay, I didn't think so. I was just over there, brought them up. So I typically am a little weary about Americana shows.
Me really too.
But I wouldn't consider this kind of Americana. And I kind of dig it. There are a couple of spots in the show. I think their second production, and part of their percussion break is really cool. But just some interesting harmony choices in the music that they chose. It's pretty dope. It's very much. It seems like a super mature show for them.
I watched. My first read was last night, and I was just kind of. I didn't really know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like they were pressing to me, like, it also could have been like where Flo had their mics and stuff too, like that. I'm acknowledging that could be a thing, but I felt like it was just like they were doing too much, maybe. I liked the back half a lot better. The front half, I was still trying to figure out what's going on and how and stuff like that. And I liked the back half a lot better. I'll say that. I'm gonna need like 2 or 3 more views on it.
Hey, it's like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
You hated it.
I did not like it.
Hey,
I did not like it. Of course, Sarah, I was joking with him. Like, I'm not a big. You think me being a history teacher, I would love historical shows. But it's just something to me. I just don't. They always feel
forced.
Yeah, I'm not saying Colts is like this, but sometimes people do them. Man, I'm just jaded because of High School Marching Band. That might be what it is, but like the hokey, cheesy. Like this is an easy prepackaged show. Here you go. Like that kind of stuff. And the Colts aren't doing that at all. I think I will say one of the cool things I did like was like the anthem spread it out in like jazz form and like a different time signature. That was cool. It's hard for me to get behind those kind of things. They're playing well and they're doing good things. It's just for me, it's just difficult. So, and that's what I will say about that.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I don't mind it, is because they did kind of put it on its head, and it wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. Because, like I said, it's that second reduction, and then the ballad I can take or leave, and then percussion break to the end. I was like, okay, I can watch this. This will be all right. So I did think, kind of like you were talking about with Madison, electronic balance seemed a little bit.
That sounds like with a lot of groups now.
Out of whack. And like I said, I don't know if it was flow or not, but I was just like, this sounds very electronic heavy as far as like balance wise. Not that they're relying on their electronics, but just the balance of it.
I think everybody's trying to find that balance right now.
Well, I mean, we know this from the indoor world. Groups will set up their electronics for the end game.
Mm-hmm.
So like they might have their system set up for what it's going to be like.
Yeah, for the final. Yeah.
Which means if you're in a smaller stadium, which I don't think they were, but if you're in a smaller stadium or a completely different venue, inside versus outside, it may be a little bit different. I'll be interested to see how much adjusting folks do from show to show when it comes to that stuff.
Because these days they probably, if not a pre-patch, they definitely got notes. What happened at Indy? Lucas Oil last year or previous year, whatever, and compare it with the show now, whatever. So they've got blueprints to what they know to expect, and sometimes it ain't fair.
And being at different venues throughout the week that are all different sizes and stuff like that, it's you rather than try to mess with them to match the venue each night and change and tweak a bunch of stuff, just let it ride and maybe make small in the moment adjustments, but not trying to like have a completely different setting for this venue versus because you don't have any consistency.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, we did see Troopers. We talked about them a little bit last week. Any thoughts on a second read from them?
I like that.
I'm weary, man. I'm weary.
You said you're weird out about it?
I'm weary because I'm feeling like I don't think I'm feeling like it. It's like the second time, and it's almost like I'm searching for something. And it's like, if I'm searching this hard, I must not like it.
I know I just kind of crapped on the Colts, but out of Troopers, Colts, Blue Knights, and Scouts, Troopers for me, I feel like those cores are going to jump them. I haven't seen Scouts yet, but from what you guys are kind of telling me, I don't know.
Scouts just has the potential.
Yeah.
Yes.
At this moment.
I was trying to look at it from like a non-GE, do I like it, do I not lens last night. And I was like, okay, what are they giving me? What are they playing? How are they playing? Are they moving well? Stuff like that. And rather than me just trying to figure it out, and I was like, Troopers are playing some stuff. So I think they had that going for them. They've got a lot of notes in some sections, and they're playing them pretty well, and their battery's good. So I think if I can, for me personally, if I can get past the point of whether I like it or not, and look at it like on the sheets,
Mhm.
and look at it
I
that
hate
way,
that, oh, man.
well,
I get you though. I
I
100%
want
get
to
you.
like it, but
I hate looking at groups like that because I do that all the time in indoor, especially color guard. Jesus, I hate, but
I don't. I don't think, unless just something crazy happens, I don't see that. I think they're playing too well to get dropped out.
I could see that.
Well, yeah, man.
They are doing.
There's a spot open right now. So, like, I mean, I don't
They're
think they're going to
not.
drop out of finals.
I
But
don't think anybody's going to drop. The question is who's going to take the 12th spot. Now you might see some rearranging. I can see some of that happening.
yeah, rearranging definitely. But previous folk, whoever was in it last year, ain't going nowhere.
I don't see anybody. I hadn't seen anything that would make me think they would fall.
no, they're in finals. I think, but like if technically think about it, if Stouts is at 12th spot right now, I mean, if that's what we're going for, because we haven't seen anyone else. I don't know. It's going to be interesting down that little what that, like you said, that rearranging is going to be.
So another debut, Cavaliers, Lost Boys.
I want another one, but I think I like it.
Yeah.
That's what I said to you. I was like, do I actually like this?
Right.
I love the clock that they had in the center, and they're like ticking it down, like I guess they're going to Neverland. I guess that's what that's supposed to represent.
Well,
I still think they could have they could have done a lot more.
They probably will, but they're fighting time because
that's what
grow up.
So
yeah, I think that's
really
kind
cool.
of what that's supposed to mean.
So I think that's where my disconnect was, because I'm just not familiar enough with what the Lost Boys are. And that's the thing when your prior knowledge, especially nowadays when you watch these shows, they mean something. Especially if you're an adjudicator, you don't want to have that be an issue, but it can be if they don't recognize it. So I think for me, I didn't get a lot of that stuff. So for me, it was just like a really good drum corps show, a good drum corps show, but it didn't connect with me this time. But
that's tough.
Now that I know what that is, I mean, you can watch it with a different lens, and see what's going on.
It's another their percussion's playing.
Well, the percussion's been playing for years. That's just a thing.
I know, but man, it was good. Their front caught my ear when I was watching it. So
it's I need to look. Did they win drums at this show?
No, Phantom.
I got it.
Phantom won drums.
Phantom did.
They
got second.
Yeah.
A 10th behind.
Okay. So they outplayed them, but content got them.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking at. So what that tells me is I don't think it's going to be one of those that are going to win percussion like they popped out, with a second place score, and I don't think that's going to happen. So, like, from that aspect, like, what's they going to take? And I honestly think what the top 3, 4, maybe even 5 percussion ensembles have that they don't is a sense of musicality and artistry. They play the mess out of whatever they're being asked to play, but it could come across as, I don't want to use the word gimmicky,
but it is.
But that it
is, because you can say the exact same thing with color guard. It's got heavy gimmicky in the color guard. It is,
and now what you're starting to see with some of these top groups is, we're going to split snares, but we're going to do it in a musically appropriate
not
way.
Just to do it.
Not just to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's
the difference.
Their next step is to figure out how do I incorporate all of these cool things that we can do, but make it seem like a natural fit instead of seeming like a forced thing to do to check the box. And that goes for, I mean, you can apply that stuff. You just apply it to color guard. You can apply that to brass book too. I mean, you're hearing all of the melismas now in the French horns and things of that nature. But now, okay, what group is making it make sense? Are we doing it to do it? Or are we doing it because it makes musical sense? Because I've talked about this a lot. I don't like writing runs for mallets. I don't. They're hard to clean, But when I do, I try to make it for a purpose, not to do it just to do it, but it's got to serve a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where you may have seen where Phantom got them in content. And not so much in playing because of what they're being asked to do and how they're being asked to do it. So, in order for that to truly pay off for them, I think that's the next step for the percussion section. Brass is playing a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like their brass book last year too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the visualization of it I didn't like too much, but so.
I mean, they're fighting too. I mean, and it's close. I mean, they beat Troopers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna be part of that big movement that we're talking about, is them moving up. And Chris, I'm almost kind of with you. I could see Copes maybe. They have sort of similar shows without them being similar.
Yeah.
But if Madison can clean that up, I could see them beating Copes and Troopers. I could, and I haven't seen it yet. Blue Stars.
Yes.
26.
Boy,
yes,
howdy.
Yes. Insert the Meryl Streep gift. Yes.
I really like
it's a cool show.
I really, really like it.
I actually wanted it to win.
I was hoping for it to.
I was wanting it to win. Real talk. Just a slight upset. I mean, hell, it's early season. Let them have it. But I was watching this and I was like, man,
yeah,
can y'all just do it? just because. I mean,
it's well done, and
it's good.
I was, my buddy Zach, one of his pieces that he says just be banned from all of pageantry arts is pictures of an exhibition, and I was waiting for it. I kept waiting for it. I was like, where?
I was too, out of dread.
And then the percussion starts to break, and then I hear it. I was like, okay. And then I was like, I really like this. I
was not mad at it because it wasn't just straight off the page. Here you go. Pictures at an exhibition. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that. I'll allow it.
And then their second production, it was a Latin chart. First of all, I felt like it lasted a long time, but not like in a bad way. No, but I was just like, this is a long chart. But man, they kept you engaged throughout the entire bit of it. It was really good.
I'll admit, I was very nervous when they announced what the show was. Mm-hmm. I was like, great. Art. No.
Art.
No, I take it back. It was good. I really enjoyed it. What they're doing with the costumes is really neat and
I
different.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, like it takes the props away. Like the props, like they're interacting with them, of course, because it's the exhibition. But like they are the props at that point. Like that, like they're pushing this. Yeah, they're pushing the show forward, and it's just really smart. Man, I was grooving that Latin section. So I was with you, man.
Oh, dude, I was
like, there's a lot of Latin stuff out this year. A lot of people are kind of leaning into that.
Phantom got a little that section in it.
Yeah.
It looks like the Loose-Stars are kind of on their own little island right now. Of course, the season's got a little bit to go, but they're a little behind. They're behind Phantom, and then, I mean, if Cabbies was the next group, they're above them a pretty good gap. So, but I like that show, man. It's good. Mm-hmm. It's a good opening.
Ready to come out strong. Like I said, it's probably one of my favorites to just sit and watch and listen. Probably top 3 right now in my brain as far as like just my enjoyment factor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like you, Will. Like I kind of wanted to beat Phantom. I was kind of wanting it to beat. I was like, how close are they? Because I felt like that's the type of show that I could get him. Phantom's just playing really, really solid.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a solid.
It's production. Strong, dude. Yeah.
But I'll go ahead. What else is there for? What else is there to do?
That's the only thing with Phantom.
Like it almost feels done. Like,
and then it's one of those things. It's like, okay, if you do change something, how you gonna notice it?
This is true. Because I mean, I don't know where we got a week and a half until Texas.
Yeah,
when it's Texas next week. Yeah. So you start to see some minor changes, but like usually those folks that are making some changes, like you're like, oh my god, that's different.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You want a wow factor if you're gonna make some good change, and very, very noticeable. So I'm just a little worried for him. I still want that flag feature to be all red flags, but that's just me. It's a missed opportunity, man.
I don't really get the theme. I may have said this last week. I don't really get.
And we're talking about Phantom now.
Yeah, yes. Phantom. I don't really get the theme, how it matches. I mean, it's a good show. They're playing the mess out of it. There's a lot of intrigue and stuff. But if I were to watch the show, and then you, without knowing what the title was, and you had me guess what it is, it would not be that. It would not be Bloodlines. I don't know what I would think it was about, but it doesn't match what I think it would.
Yeah.
But I'm not their creative mind.
Listen, I'm just glad they have a title.
That part.
So that was River City, Rhapsody. That show. It's pretty cool. From the DCI West show. No, we don't really get big in the open class whole lot as far as stuff. But I gotta give a shout out to Blue Devil C.
I missed it.
I called it the moment I seen the clip.
The family night,
bruh.
Okay, so I didn't know this. So maybe somebody in the comments or somebody can say. I don't know how long they've had a BDJ.
I don't even know what that is.
I didn't even know they had.
Okay. Exactly. It's Blue Devils Junior.
Yeah.
So I don't know when they started it. They might have just started it this year. I don't know. But basically, imagine what BDC used to be.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Because like BDC, kids.
Yes. Basically, because BDC is high school kids now.
No, I'm trying to. They got it's legit. I swear he's elementary. That little boy is small. He playing a piccolo trumpet in BD.
They probably got BDC.
Yeah, no, the BDJ.
BDJ.
It's a piccolo trumpet. He can't play nothing else. What he gonna hold? It's either that or it's a really small cornet. So they got him doing handstands and all. I'm like, what is the show? First of all.
So I was excited to see BDJ, and when I was listening to it, I was like, oh, okay, this is okay. But I didn't know it was BDJ. I thought it was BDC.
See?
And then BDC came out there, and I was like, wait a minute, this is like legit open class.
Y'all trying to be for real?
Yeah,
I don't like it. Calm this down.
This is not BD Safari.
Before all your classes in the world.
Safari.
It ain't that. I'm telling you, you need to watch it because you'll be like, good. Oh, wait a minute. It's basically if like a high school group competed in DCI in open class, but it's good. I mean, they beat
It's like how
Golden
you got
Empire
the nerve to
by a
be
point.
6 points under BDB.
That part. They scored a 61. They were 3 points behind Seattle Cascade.
They're on something, dude. Out there, this is on something,
and it ain't fair.
So shout out to them because I was and only a point or less than a point behind Impulse.
That's just
so yeah. Talking about farm systems from
Bruh.
Jesus. And then BDB was great as always. Playing their show, Mise en Place. Lots of cooking references. I love it. Or Mice in Place.
Mice in Place.
Mice in Place.
That's what it is. They just spelt it wrong.
Please say that to them when you see them. So, Seattle Cascades made their, the debut for us this past weekend with the show Against the Green. Going kind of with the Seattle music scene. Played a little bit of, I think they played some Soundgarden and
Nirvana.
They played Nirvana and
lots of stuff. And I liked it. I'm not, for what it was. For what it's meant to be, it was a good show.
I liked it.
I couldn't.
I thought it was
I tried.
better than what they've came out with the last couple of years. I think theme or not, I think they looked better and sounded better than they have recently.
Yeah. So, wasn't mad at it at all. Like I said, is it gonna make finals? No.
Nah.
But,
something's got to change there.
So, well, here's the thing. What's got to change is there's got to be another group that's up there that it's almost like because there's not a lot of groups up there. That's a group that you can go to get the experience.
And the recruitment is going to be local for I don't know how long until something sparks within the group itself and says, "Hey, it's worth coming this far."
Yeah,
and because I wasn't a real fan of the arrangement of the closer. What was the song? I think Rhythm X did it.
I can't remember.
I don't remember, but I was listening to it and I was like that arrange. I was like, maybe y'all tried to be too different in trying to arrange it, and you maybe lost some essence of it. I don't know. I'll obviously watch it again and give it a better read.
And that's the beautiful thing about kind of what we do is we get to see the show multiple times.
Right.
It could grow on us. It could get boring with us. It's
And I think that's what it'll more likely do. But it's one of those things. It's like, well, hell, if I wasn't talking about you like this, I probably wouldn't care about you. But it's like I'm digging in and looking, and it's like, okay, what can be to make this something else? Because if you want to call it a rival, it's the Colombians. They're like 3-4 hours away, but lots of question marks.
And then next we have the Academy.
The Academy pissed me off because here's the thing.
Wow. Whoa.
Look, you can't.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Wait a minute.
I wasn't mad because they framed the field too, and they had all these poles and stuff everywhere. And then I was like, "You did like two. I need more tricks because you did more circus stuff. Now the tenor thing was cool. They did it with the horns too. Did anybody else see it?
I watched. Sadly,
I listened.
Jesus.
I said, y'all missed so many opportunities with
and maybe
this,
that's
bro.
maybe I think this was our first show, so maybe there's more coming. Okay. Well,
come with it, man.
You're bringing the energy I thought Zach was going to bring.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's like
what? Why?
Because the problem is
do we need to go back?
Yeah,
okay,
fine. Roll the clip.
Bye.
I think I'm mad because there's a part of me that could have liked it and wanted to like it. And like, I'm not saying I don't like it, but I was like, man, it's just missed opportunity after another, after another, after another. It's like y'all act like y'all ain't never seen Infinity. Y'all should have took a whole bunch of stuff from them. You could have took some from Rhythm X. There's so many shows. It's like y'all have all this space. And I expected them to use those little poll things, but it made sense to not use it at the same time. And you framed the field, you did all this stuff within this space, and then you gave us a few things here and there. And I was like, man, get my ticket back. I ain't seen one lion. The Simba feature was cool though.
Zach, I think you thought you were going to say something.
I wasn't going to go in like that on it. I thought it was okay. I think that there are lots of opportunities for more
That's all I'm
circus
saying.
things.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm just still kind of chapped about the whole. It's not a circus show, but it's
a circus
literally it's literally Greatest Showman.
Yeah,
soundtrack. Like, how are you gonna say it's not a circus show, but you gonna play The Greatest Showman?
Basically.
And but no, I there's definitely a lot of. I mean, like I said, it's probably their first show out. I noticed a lot of like glaring missed dots from some sets. So that was, you would expect maybe a little bit more polished, but it's going to grow and it's going to get better as the season goes on. I think it's going to knock on the door to take that 12th place spot? Probably not.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's one of those things where, okay, you know your situation, you know where you are, because you got to think about it. You put all these groups into a list. You got Academy. I mean, you can, I guess, throw Cascades in there. You got Spirit, Madison Scouts, Blue Crossman, Music City. You can throw all these cores that are, I guess, 12 below, and say, you're in a spot to where you maybe can't pull your show together like they do at the top, which you may not be able to wait too long to give that half season show. Like, you might want to throw a lot of cards on the table off the rip to get you there, and then progress through the years, and then finally figure it's like, okay, now we can play the game more because we don't have to do such and such and such. Because like I really feel like that number would change, because I knew it was going to be something ignorant between by the time Academy and then went on, then SCV and the rest of them went on. You talking 60 to 80. That's an insane gap. So you missed a crazy opportunity to add minimum be what, maybe 75, somewhere 74, but you're waiting for what? Because it's one of those things, like, if you're not there yet as a group, or maybe you've fallen off, or maybe you're trying to revamp yourself or do this, and this, I wouldn't wait. I'd be like, look, man, we need to just do it.
Not play it safe.
Not play it safe. And then once those numbers and stuff start getting better and things start seeming to be more stable, you get more recruitments in, whatever, then you start playing that game. Okay, we can hold back and not give them everything so quick, and then do this, and then do this, and then, like we always say, what is it, Texas, or what's the other one, Atlanta?
Southeast, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can wait till those shows to reveal this, and then blah, blah, blah. It's like, man, you got this.
I get that, but also, like, I get that, but also devil's advocate. Like, if you do like show your cards early and it flops, that's not going to hurt you. That's not going to help your recruitment at all. You're going to have a bad time. So I get
it's a rip a Band-Aid off. It's a rip a Band-Aid.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, if you're trying to make moves, you need to set yourself up to make moves and maybe gamble a little bit. But at the same time, if you're trying to keep your organization afloat and keep people interested in coming, maybe this is all you can do right now.
Interesting. It's Academy feels like one of those groups that should be a perennial finalist, but aren't, and you wonder why. You know,
I'm really saying I actually there's elements of this that I like this show. That's why I'm speaking on it so much. Like, man, if y'all would have just why that was the only thing you gave me was that. Now I'm sitting here just watching the rest of it.
It seems to me, and is that they're trying to like, we're not being the obvious. We're not doing the obvious. We're not doing the obvious. Instead of just leaning into it and just doing it. Like sometimes when you do those things, your design process is like minimalized and you box yourself in when you can be like, here's all these avenues we're able to do if we opened up and do those things. But we were, I don't know, like you can be scared of like the people seeing and be like Will saying, you should have done this, this, and this, and this. We talk about that a lot of times, like design, like, if people know the story, they want to see those things in the story. So like some people get afraid of interpretation sometimes. And so they close off on that. But with a show like this, it's simple. Like, just stop trying to make it something that it's not. And it could open up for you.
Well, I wonder, kind of circling back to Madison Scouts for just a second. Show's called Madaspin. Visually, it looks like there's this spinning stuff. Stuff is already spinning. I would guess. They use a record thing as far as like their design is concerned. So like the music comes from vinyl or things of that nature. So from an intellectual standpoint, you get it. I see it. I hear it.
Exactly.
I get it.
That part.
And the reason why Beatty and Blue Coats and maybe Phantom to a certain extent and Crown, the reason why they can get away with esoteric shows like Gravity and Grace is because they do everything phenomenally well. It's just that freaking good.
It's top tier across the board.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
Like, so it's so good you don't care that you don't get it.
That part. And that's incredibly tough to do. Because you have to have the clientele to be able to pull stuff like that off, which is why they're so good. Like, I know I'm skipping ahead and stuff like that, but like, BD and them, to me, like the past shows, all of them been dirty. But we know who BD is. So if you trip and you react quick on how BD's performing now, you're going to be that same person that's like, well, how did BD win at the end? Because it's been a former. So I'm not shocked that the shows look the way they look right now. Because that's going to be insanely clean by finals.
Yeah, they know they got time.
They know. Exactly. They know what they're doing. This ain't their first rodeo. But you're going to have these lower class groups who want to emulate what these higher class groups are doing, and you just may not be there yet.
I was about to say the same thing. I think sometimes, think about when they made finals with the Drum Corps Pride. Like, it wrote itself. It was like the music, and it carried it. Like, it was able to. They had a vehicle that could carry them musically and visually, even though it wasn't strong. They had the show design wise, and it's just like sometimes. I mean, just keep it simple. I mean, look at us right now, what we're going through with our group and like trying to design stuff, like trying to make it so simple that like we as a design team don't have to worry about judges or the audience understanding what we're doing. And that's something like those I won't say lower tier, it's not lower tier, but those ones battling for those final positions at 10 through 15, wherever you are, make it to where, okay, we don't have to worry about this design because we got it. And now we're going to just play and work it out and put your design into that. I think that will get you where you want to be. I mean, just think about those old troopers when they broke through with that greed show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was nothing like hard to try to understand with that show. They just played the snot out of it. Had some good visuals in there, and it carried them. And that's my 2 cents.
So as far as a world class debuts over the weekend, I think that was it. And we could talk real quick about the top 3 as of right now. Boston has yet to get a score as of this recording.
They up in the matrix right now. What y'all doing?
Crown 2.
Yeah, y'all ain't out of it either.
Crowns. Yeah.
What y'all doing?
That's crazy.
With all your doors and stuff.
A time that you just forget that Crown just hasn't gone out yet.
But think about how short the season is. We're only like a week away from San Antonio.
Yeah.
And
that's why I was so shocked about BK, because they used to be that. It's like, hell, have they gone out? It'd be like the season's over. It's Texas, and here y'all come.
Like how you performing after finals?
Right. It's like, what are we doing? Night? But
no, we're not DCA. But so thoughts, because so Vanguard, BD, and Bluecoats went head to head for the first time this season at DCI West. Santa Clara was third with an
81.
81.
Yep.
Blue Devils were second with an 82. I didn't look at the recap. They didn't get a penalty for that Met thing.
No, they didn't.
They did not. No.
Okay. Which is fine. It is what it is.
I think they had time.
Yeah, they had some electronic issues, and then we got to hear their Met. Yeah. And then so they had an 82.05, so a little under a point from Vanguard, and then Blue Coat said, "Hold my Gatorade," and 1.9 with an 83.95.
I got one thing right, one thing wrong from last episode. One thing I said Blue Coats would be the front runners. And the one thing I got wrong, I said they all be within a point of each other. That was dead wrong.
Well, but 2 of them were.
That's pretty much close.
But I just think, man, that first read and that second read of Blue Coats, like I don't know if anyone can touch it, man. Like it.
I said that last year.
I just don't know, man. It's just, to me, it feels. I mean, it's the same kind of Blue Coats feel, but to me, it just feels different. It feels like.
Oh, it's different. I mean, it's like, but it's different.
Like it feels like BD when we're like, yeah, BD, they got it. Like that's what it feels like to me right now. Like everyone's trying to play catch up with Blue Coats right now. And
I'm to a point where I think BD shows too hard for him. That joint is hard.
Split some subcaptions.
If you dissect a lot of this stuff, I'm like, dude, this is hard. This is hard almost across the board.
I mean, Vanguard books hard.
It's the same with Vanguard.
They're both hard.
But
the crazy thing is, you would think, well, they should be winning content, but then Blue Coats make things sound so effortlessly. Yeah. I mean, I said it at the last podcast, but like the musicality that they show on the move. There's a couple spots in that show that get me, but there's one. They're playing this motif, and they're decrescendoing the motif, and then each time they do it decrescendos. So
that's like in the beginning or somewhere in it. And they're like in that circle pod or something, whatever it is.
I'm just like, who does that well this early?
Yep.
Like that's a mid-season change. Like that's okay. We need to add some musicality here, some shaping here. Let's do that. No, and like they do it, and it's just like somebody just said, turn the volume down each time manually. And then the other part about made me throw my cat was the it was a trumpet. It was either a trumpet mellow or something. They were on a podium, and then the piano was playing the same thing that they were playing.
Yeah. I think the
And it
camera
wasn't
guy
like
actually
easy.
caught that. I saw that.
He did. Because I
saw
was
that.
looking, I was just like, is it, are they just, sending that through something and we're getting a piano set? No. The piano player is actually playing the same thing that they're playing in time. And it's like hard stuff. Like, it would be hard on piano, but the fact that a wind player is playing it too, I'm just like, I was like, what are we doing, Blue Coats? Like,
now, see, this is where I guess you can say, I don't know if contradicting would be the word, that all of that crash out I just had on Academy to Blue Coast. Like, okay, so are you too clean too early? They're clean,
them,
though.
there's no telling.
They're clean. The book is hard as balls, but at the same time, it's like, whatever you add, well, we know. Because we know something's coming.
I feel like it because...
Now, is it going to be enough for what everybody else adds?
What they'll do is they'll find that moment. They did it last year. It'll be a chord change or a chord length change or a harmonic shift or something that they'll do every now and then. That'll you'll be like, hey, oh, wait a minute, that's different. Theirs are subtle, but yet
because they have a weird transition right now. I don't say weird, but like you can tell, like it's like this is a placeholder transition, like towards the end. It's like the last minute or so.
I mean, we all know that show ain't done, but like even now, like they get done, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
you just gonna stop? Like,
because it's one of those things. It's like you're looking at it and you're like, okay, because to me, out of everything and everybody that I've seen nobody else cleaner. And it makes me think, because it's like you're this clean this right now, and then you're looking at these other two groups that are that close and playing, and their shows are dirty. SCV is dirty, BD is dirty, all like it's like high level dirty. Now when you combine that, when you combine that, when Colts add what they have, is it going to be enough to keep them there? After they and Boston, Crown, and the rest of them get there, can that keep them afloat? Because hell, you're already this clean, but then you got judges out here saying that but BD's still on your heels.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, because that show, boy, if the drumline dropped one more stick, I don't think the bases had any sticks. That all of it was on the field. I'm like, bro, y'all dropping everything.
And I didn't catch this last night. I didn't see this in the recap until now. Blue Coats won drums.
They swept.
No, I seen everything.
Yeah,
they won everything.
BD was ahead of Vanguard and Burke.
Yeah, that's why I said because even SCV, I was like, dude, this is dirty. It's dirty. There ain't no way around it. SCV, same thing. They, after their little snare feature, dead in front of the judge. You gonna drop sticks right after that? So I was like, dude, that's why I was like, dude, these two shows are just ignoramously hard. It's almost like Boston flipped them now.
I think they're hard, and if their shows were harder than Blue Coat show, they would have won content. So I think they are hard, and I think it's easier to see the difficulty in those two shows, in SEV and BD, than you can in Blue Coat show. I think their difficulty comes in other ways,
like listening environment,
listening environment, space as far as rhythmic space is concerned. Timing, kind of listening environments, but timing stuff from front to back and left to right, I think it's a thing, because like Blue Devils kind of keeps everything almost, I don't want to say in front of the back ash, but it kind of feels that way, which is not a problem. I don't hate it at all. Like I really like Blue Devil show this year, and I think it's good. Like I'm not surprised they beat Vanguard.
Mm-mm.
I say that with a question mark, but I'm not. It visually, Vanguard's always so close.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell. It's just so easy to tell. Like, man, that looks cool, but Jesus, please just clean it.
That's it.
That was last year too. Same thing.
That's it.
That's been Vanguard forever.
Forever. And this stuff is going to get very interesting and shooken up once Crown in Boston, because now I done seen some clips from Boston now. So now I'm like questioning shit. I'm sitting here like, you know what? Can they?
They might.
But that's, and like I said, that's the only thing that questions me with Blue Coast right now, because I'm sitting here like, bro, this, I don't care what none of y'all, that back stuff, how they start the show, by the time that gets to the front, are you serious? None of that is forward. If you've not watched, some of them are laying down and facing straight up. That like and I'm just not understanding how something can be this high dynamic in difficulty, but then you turn around and they're letting you know that yes, these two other groups are still on your heels even with that. And I'm like,
well, and think about it from this.
And we haven't even seen the other two yet.
A 10th is a 10th is a 10th. So, but like, you want to get the gap right, and there were some spots where they were a 10th apart, but there were also those spots where they were like 3 and 4 tenths, and with content, you would expect that. I think if you could give a tie in content, you would, but as judges, we're not supposed to give ties in sub captions. So like you got to put them somewhere.
True.
Because I believe if you could give a tie in sub captions, you would see bigger differences in achievement. I think people would feel more comfortable spreading the gap in achievement, but because you can't, you have to be, ultimately you got to play well. I know in WGI you achievement and fulfillment is way higher. So like, a group can beat you in content by a point, and you can beat them in achievement by a point, and you win. You will win for that judge because you played better. They may have a better show, but you play better. So
that was basically scouts.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where Boston fits into this.
Me too.
That's the biggest question mark.
They've got some stuff, and it's playing. It's got that Boston sound that sounds good to them for them. And I think this show's more like Glitch than it is Boom, which I liked Glitch more than I liked Boom. The question is, can they get clean?
That's been their Achilles heel for years.
Is their show harder than Blue Coats and Blue Devils and SCV? And can you clean it? Because they're doing some cool stuff too.
So the one thing I'm worried about with Boston is them pressing too much, man. I'm just worried. I hope they stick to it and they just keep doing what they need to do.
It's gonna be good. They're gonna come out hot. You won't know if they're pressing until they see. Honestly, probably until Texas, because they won't see anybody that's gonna press.
When they finally figure out where they are.
You're not gonna see anybody to press them. So it's gonna be what judges are thinking and what numbers they're gonna put down for them early. Because that's been set. All right, Blue Coats 83.9, 84 basically. Now Boston come out and pop at 84 or 85, we're in the same ballpark. Boston come out and pop at 86 or 87.
It's going to be tough too, though, because when they're not head to head.
I didn't know if 83.9 was what Blue Coats should have got. I mean, it was good, But maybe because we're starting later, you can put a higher number out there too.
Yeah.
I think
Crown. I don't know, dude.
I don't either now because
I don't.
At this point, maybe they'll hang musically. That's the only thing that I can see, and not just solely because we know that's their niche is music and whatnot, but it sucks trying to compare clips and stuff to stuff you've already seen full shows too. But
I've avoided any clips of any group I haven't seen on Flow yet, just to try to not get my hopes up or something, Yeah.
So very interesting, man. It's gosh.
This season just feels like a sprint, dude.
It does. It really does.
At the end of the day, it's going to take those 5 who will be the cleanest that day. Those days, I should say.
6.
It's 6.
Right now.
It's 6. I mean, I say it's 3-3. I feel fairly confident. Well, sorry, 4-2.
I say 4. Yeah, I'll say that's probably a better 4-2. Once Crown Boss comes out, we'll definitely know what that number is.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm gonna say 4-3 and put Blue Stars in there.
Listen, I'm here for it. I just wish they had been a little bit closer to Phantom.
That's what they needed.
I wish they were within a point.
It probably should have been. And truth be told, it probably should have been.
A number don't matter until we get to Indy.
Because then it wasn't Phantom them, where it was like Phantom, then somebody else, then them.
No, it was Phantom Blue Stars.
Was it back to back?
It was back to back.
Okay.
Are you talking about show order or finish?
When the show was going.
When they performed.
I don't know about that.
Blue Stars were the last ones.
Right. Yeah, so I thought, because I know Phantom went on, and I thought another group went on after, and then Blue Stars went.
No, I think Blue Stars are right after Phantom. Let me look.
Yes, it were Phantom. Phantom went on before Blue Stars, so they were compared head to head.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I was like, you know how that goes. Was your show memorable enough?
Mm-hmm.
Because something like that to come on 2 placements after you, if that is what would have happened, I can't see Phantom winning that one. That would have been the first upset of the season.
So, yeah, so lots of things to look forward to coming up. Just curious. It's here, man. It is here. Zach, you got one to watch.
No, I didn't. Jeez. I forgot my job. Listen, I've just been
too be the Western
invested.
Be the Cali one on Friday.
Oh,
I'd say
Spain just scored, by the way.
Yeah.
Golissimo.
Hold on, let me look. Okay, this week's one to watch will be
round 2.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Well, DCI West.
Western Core.
Mm-hmm. It's on Friday.
Why is my mouse up? Yeah, Western Core Connection. Here we go. July 10th, Western Core Connection. You got BDB, BDC, Golden Empire, Gold, Impulse, Intermission, Cascades, Academy, Pacific Crest, Bluecoats, SCB, Blue Devils. I think that'll be maybe the first time we see Pacific Crest.
I think so.
You also have DCI. Was it DCI Little Rock? I don't think that's on Flow though.
It is.
It is. That's another good one too. You got Music City, Spirit, Crown, and Boston there, and also
those are all debuts.
Open Class, Memphis Blues, and Zephyrus. There too,
ain't it?
Do what?
I was saying them all debuts, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Has Spartans come out yet?
I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them.
Dodging.
Was it Rhapsody?
There's a lot going on, actually. I mean, that's probably a good one. You got just on Flow. Flow is going to be busy this weekend.
Yes.
you got the DCI show on Little Rock. Then they're doing the Rose Bowl, but they're not showing that on Saturday with a lot of the same groups as before. Whitewater's going to be this weekend as well. Get to see Blue Knights, Blue Stars, Crossman, Madison, and Phantom.
Spartans will be at that one.
And
you talking about Whitewater?
Yes.
Yeah, Spartans will be there. Blue Knights, Crossman. Yeah, we should have a good little picture there.
Yeah.
It's our home show.
Wednesday or today, the day of this record, or not the day of this recording, the day this is released. Celebration in Brass is going to be on flow. You got Blue Stars, Colts and Colts Cadets, Crossmen, Scouts, River City Rhythm, Cavaliers, and Genesis. So yeah, lots to go for it coming up this weekend. We should have a very, very clear picture. Very, very clear picture.
Clear as mud.
Clearer picture. A little hazy, opaque.
Clear as mud.
Of kind of what's going on after this weekend. So it's going to be fun. All right. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think about the season so far, who you want to see. Might try to do a watch party at some point.
I mean, you said that 2 weeks in a row and it happened. So
I mean,
listen,
the World Cup and DCI tour at the same time.
It's too much.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Oh, wait.
And my brain was mush yesterday. I could have did one yesterday, but I got done writing and I wanted to watch course, and I didn't want to have
no shame in that.
So,
Absolutely.
So, but look out for it. Well, I'll probably put a poll out or something, or I don't know. We'll let you know. Oh, if you have your notifications on, you'll know
You are ready
live for live streams and stuff of that nature. So I might just do one right now. I don't know.
What are we watching?
Who's to say this isn't live on YouTube right now as we speak?
We should do it for like a Shannon Sharp.
I've said we should record one every now and then live, just so we can have audience interaction.
You can still
that
upload
episode
it.
would be 4 hours long.
Yeah, you can still upload it. We can keep it down to an hour.
I don't think so.
We can't keep these to an hour.
That would be tough. You be
So
looking
we're
at
already
a
almost at an
chat.
hour and a half.
Listen, we could. I could do it. I just don't feel like it.
We just like to talk.
I do. You guys are my friends.
We enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, even though we're about to see each other in about 4 hours.
Less than that.
Yeah. Will's got a plane to catch. He's going to make it for the match.
So,
Yeah, I know about that.
him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's going to come to Kentucky to watch the matches a couple hours away versus us going to him.
So, anyway, guys, you got anything else you want to add before we head out of here?
That's it.
May the soccer gods be with us.
Yes.
Like you guys be with us.
Or as the Men in Blazers say, we are now a proper football nation.
USA.
Right.
Y'all ready for Monday Night Football?
Okay. Anyway, for that, Chris and Will, my name is Ted. This has been another episode of On the Backcast. You guys take care. Go to a show, buy a t-shirt. We are Dutch.
Ooh.
USA. USA.
USA.